and so much will hinge on the front five as ever at this level of rugby. It's Gregor Townsend then to set the game in motion. Perfect conditions, a wonderful pitch. It's actually a dummy switch, and it's Gary Armstrong who took it in the end.
Well, I think this has been a key start. Scotland always mixing up the kickoffs, and wonderful start there from Scotland.
So in the whites, this time France shows not to clash with the navy blue of Scotland, the first line out. There's Gary Armstrong, who leads Scotland again, captain all last season. Missed the summer tour with injury, and his opposite number, Philippe Carbonneau, scored a try against Scotland last year. And the noise level enormous as it rebounds around this great cauldron of sport, where of course the World Soccer Cup final was played. And immediately up there is Scott Murray, fed away quickly, Townsend, Leslie in the midfield, just inside the French half. Scramble for possession. In goes Castagnède. There's hands in the ruck, quickly taken. Castagnède away, running well. He's in the clear. Castagnède still going. Dummies the pass, just short of the line. 2 meters out, and still France are there in numbers. Castagnède almost the whole length. The drive to the line just kept out. Scotland in dour defence, but they've kept the line secure. This time it's with Dominici fed out. There's an overlap, a certain try surely, and Tamak goes, makes the line and scores the try with scarce a minute on the clock gone. What an outbreak, what a start for France, and the crowd just in seventh heaven.
Well, as you say, Nigel, magnificent start from France. They just controlled the way that they tore into that opening ruck. They put Scotland under possession, under pressure. Castagnède, wonderful quick feed from the penalty, and this just classic French handling. And there we are, wonderful try there also from Ntamak. Nothing that the Scots defence could do about that one.
Well, his 21st try. Remember, he got a hat-trick against Wales in defeat, of course, but here he is. He'd have been crucified, I guess, if he hadn't made the line, because he had men outside him, but he made it, and Emile Ntamak opens the scoring. What a start for France.
Well, I think here we see Castagnède, but the whole passage of play there was led by the aggressive offensive defence there by the French, and Castagnède just spotting a gap. Wonderful runner, looking for the support. Look at all the French players in support, and he just shows a little dummy here. I'm not sure who it was that clipped his hand. Even they bought the cameraman the dummy. Yes, it was John Leslie, just clipped him, but he flicks the ball up and taken on.
Well, the mercurial Thomas Castagnède, the creator, the playmaker once again. The try by Ntamak, the conversion attempt by Garbajosa goes wide, and some respite in that for Scotland, but that must have stung them, a real setback. It was vital, I sensed, as you sensed too, Gavin, that Scotland made a good start, and that, of course, was the worst possible opening for them, but it was brilliance. Yes, from the French.
Yes, indeed, and just France capitalising on an error there in the Scottish midfield. The ball went loose, and the forwards just came storming through onto the ball. Immediately won it. Scott Murray, I think, gave away a penalty, and the rest is history.
The catalyst, Castagnède, is the player injured. My word, what a worry this would be to France if he were to leave. He's, you can see, in some real trouble, is hobbling to the touchline, and so they will have David Ocagne standing by to come on as replacement. And play restarts. They have not brought a replacement on as yet. Permission has to be given, of course, and it will be David Ocagne from Pau, who's already won 14 caps, so a familiar figure. And worrying times here with Castagnède. Is that to be his last participation? But what a brilliant one it would have been. Just those moments of magic. Whipped away via combat now from Ntamak. That long stride, deceptive pace. Combat again. The drive on from Califano. Accidentally offside. And a break for injury here.
Well, Nigel, Scotland really under an awful lot of pressure. You sense that France are really wanting to start and open up this game. It's a magnificent day here, the sun just shining through this wonderful stadium, and the French players obviously very excited and keen to do extremely well. Scotland a wee bit shell-shocked just in this early stage of the match.
Significant blow, of course, the departure of Castagned so early, and I wonder whether that will not have a counter effect to that morale-boosting start. Ocaña, the man now in possession, as Scotland get the ball. It was a loose pass from Armstrong, fell at the feet of Kenny Logan. Here come France again on the counter. They've got the bit between the teeth as off goes Castell. 10 metres out, the pressure again on the Scotland line. And still possession comes. Ocaña, this time it's Califano setting up the ruck. Still within 8 metres. Scotland defence under real threat here. Castell once more with the drive. Scotland regroup. Scarce a moment's breathing space for them. And they have it again, France. Ocaña dropped by Combat. Referee, well, it looked like a knock-on to me. The referee's still playing advantage perhaps here with Scotland possession. And Gregor has sliced his kick. Gregor Townsend gives counter-attack ball, free ball for Ntamak. On to Juillet, a man who came up in the last minute yesterday for the injured Lièvremont. Carbonneau, this time Giordani, taken on by Labi, the new cap. And it's a real desperate shortage of possession for Scotland thus far. But there's a charge down and free possession comes Scotland's way. The pass by Hilton went behind the man. Armstrong trying to calm it down, but it's only again gone straight to Ntamak. Ntamak, blistering pace, but held on the halfway. Carbonneau, Ocaña, and again swift possession and transference of the ball, but in touch and a breathing space. The first one really here for Scotland.
Well, this is really, I don't think, what Scotland want at all. They're playing into open hands. 2 loose kicks, one by Armstrong, one by Townsend, just playing into French hands. Good defence there from Kenny Logan, and uncharacteristic, just the French players getting in front of the ball. But it's all one-way traffic. It's a very open match just now, and these conditions are certainly looking as though they're going to suit France.
Well, there's the sad sight of the man who's done so much to lift this championship the last few seasons. Thomas Castagned escorted off the field as play breaks down midfield.
No advantage.
Knock on by France. It's Scotland's put into the scrummage. Referee Clayton Thomas had charge of the Calcutta Cup match last year, the European Cup final as well.
Stay up. Balls away.
And sympathetic applause greets the departure of the 24-year-old from Castres. Thorn in the flesh of so many teams. Winning drop goals and penalties that one can recall, especially tries to. Here come Scotland, though, with Kenny Logan on the break. Great tap tackle by Labi, may have saved the try, but it's still Scotland coming. Stuart Reid. Armstrong, Townsend, men outside wide. Tate goes. Just come to. Support from Leslie. And the try is for Scotland. What a comeback.
Well, what a riposte from Scotland, and quite unexpected, you would have thought, the way that the game had gone so far, Nigel, but tremendous riposte. And here is just the finishing off. Good hands from Scotland. Tate just looking as though it might have been a deflection there, but an inside pass, I think, from Tate inside to Martin Leslie. And that is a magnificent try. Wonderful riposte from Scotland there.
Well, couldn't have been more timely, could it? Scotland coming back. Here's Martin Leslie, son of Andy Leslie, the former All Black captain, scoring his first try for Scotland. And a vital moment to bring parity. And the conversion to lead is successful by Kenny Logan.
Well, it was a wonderful inside break from Kenny Logan. He came off his wing and direct angles of running that opened it up and split the defence wide open. Wonderful play from Scotland, continuing from what we've already seen from them in this Five Nations Championship.
10 minutes played of this first half. What incident we've had. Another thrilling overture to such an important game. And Scotland doing Well, that was so vital to their morale, to their confidence, restored as they now lead 7 points to 5. Townsend takes, brilliantly taken by Metcalf. He's clear up the midfield. The defence of France is in tatters. Metcalf still. Can he have the pace to go the whole way? Almost dragged to the line by the last lap of defenders, which is Ntamak and Garbajosa, but still Scotland here with the chance. Men wide, they must score. They must go over, and they have. Well, Alan Tate, what a score within a minute of the last. Scarce believable, but this was brilliant running from Metcalf to set it up.
Well, fantastic by Scotland. I can hardly stay in my seat here, but that was just tremendous running. Glenn Metcalf breaching the defence once again and just having the confidence. Scotland, tremendous step off his left foot, just completely bypasses one of the French players. And look at the Scotland supporters, the players in support there. Ntamak just grabbing Metcalf down by this jersey there, pulling him down, but tremendous support also from the rest of his Scottish teammates. Look how well he does to stay on his feet, get up off the ground and stay on his feet and make the ball available. And that was the secret to this try being scored.
And so Scotland have bounced back. They lead 12-5. They have the conversion attempt to come from Kenny Logan. He's already got 86 points for Scotland. And here are two more. 14-5. And we've played 12 minutes. And the celebrations, well, I hope they're not premature, but they've every reason to be joyful.
Well, I have to say, just the manner of these two Scottish scores and the confidence of running it straight from the kickoff. I mean, it's wonderful to see, and Scotland have played much like this throughout this Five Nations, and let's hope they can continue it.
Well, Scotland with the self-possession to run and take on. This time Stuart Grimes setting it up on the 22, and on goes Budge Pountney this time. Townsend, deft touch, Leslie. John Leslie, of course, the elder brother of the flank forward Martin. Gregor Townsend wanting to keep it in the hands, does so. And again, the French tackling looking very wafer thin. And Scotland exploiting that weakness which has characterised so much of France's performance this season.
The contrast in this first half, we've only had 13 minutes of this first half. France were all there for the first 6 or 7 minutes, and the last 6 or 7 minutes has been all Scotland. Quite magnificent riposte there from Scotland, and they're really controlling the areas of the game, keeping possession, short little drives. Gregor Townsend looking to fire the ball wide wherever possible. Tremendous to see.
Well, the French in Paris known for their ambition and inventive running and attacking, but this is Scotland at the moment beating them at their own game, on their own patch. Grimes with the white headband, but it's Murray who wins possession. Big burst up the middle by the powerful John Leslie. Inside the 22, Armstrong. Townsend is through and away for the third try. Gregor Townsend completes a slam of tries in the Five Nations Championship. Only the 5th man in history to do so, matching the achievement of A.C. Wallace of Scotland back in 1925. Carsten Catchaside of 24, Esteve in 83, Sella in 86, and to add to that a try against Italy. What a season for Gregor Townsend, and here's his special moment of history.
Well, it was Scott Murray once again winning tremendous line-out ball. John Leslie taking it through the middle. Gary Armstrong just looking to feed the ball wide. Gregor Townsend, what a game he's had already, and just to shore the ball to the outside, and his pace taking him clear of the French cover defence. Fantastic achievement.
19 points to 5 already. It's now 21, less than quarter of an hour played. An extraordinary opening. It certainly lives with the last game here, which was France-Wales. Can we actually exceed that for excitement?
I was just about to say, I thought that first half was quite extraordinary, but this has got everything and a little bit more, and 21-5, who would have believed it? Just 15 minutes of this match gone.
Well, Gregor Townsend celebrating, and that's an extreme.